Topic number 3, Amiibos. So they're a thing. They're definitely a thing. And they're a real big thing. And I don't think people expected them to be as big of a thing as they are. We got grown-ass men and women out there fighting the good fight, trying to get their Nest Amiibos. There's so much going on Twitter. It's turning people into animals.
They're the new Beanie Baby.
Yeah.
They are.
And it's crazy because, like, all right, Disney Infinity didn't do that. Skylanders didn't do that.
Well, that's because they understand supply and demand.
Yeah. Well, then also,
Maybe.
they were different. They were very Activision about it, which is just like, let's just fucking make money. Buy this shit. You know, little kids, you want this, go for it.
Yeah.
This is like, hey, here's characters you actually really care. And I guess Disney Infinity has this too. But, like, this is different because this targeted the heart of Andrew Goldfarb.
Yeah.
And I was like, you need this. You fucking need this. And he was like, God damn it, you're right.
I do need this.
Yeah, I do. So it caused this whole thing. And now that, so Smash Bros, what's shocking to me is we're like 4 characters away, I think, from all 50 characters having their own Amiibo in stores.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, at least announced.
Sure.
So, like, they've given dates for all of them except for, like, 4 of them. I think Falco and, like...
Falcon Punch.
I know Falco doesn't have his. But it's like, I never, ever in my life would have thought that I'm going to get a Star Fox figurine in stores.
Yeah.
That makes no sense. An Ike from Fire Emblem? What?
Yeah.
Like, there's all these, like, crazy things. And so there's Smash Bros. And now there was the Mario line. And then now there's Yoshi's Woolly World.
Which are cute as hell.
Amazing
They're
little
super
yarn
cute,
ones.
Yeah.
I'm definitely getting one of those. I'm telling you right now.
So you're just giving in?
I am. But that's the thing. I don't think they're a bad thing. I don't understand why people are acting like these are the worst things in the world.
Because you get one, you get a whole bunch of them.
Yeah.
What's
the problem with that? That's
There's
on
a
you.
lot of them.
That's on you.
Wait,
That's why I
you're
never
against them
started-
because if you get one, you gotta get them all?
No, I'm not against them. I just know that, like, there's a reason why I don't buy pop figures, because if I buy one, I'm like, I'm gonna get all the characters in that, like,
Sure.
like
Yeah, but
episode.
imagine if those
Nintendo
pop figures
has
give you costumes.
Successfully made them a collectible, which I didn't think they
Yeah.
were going to do. I didn't think the quality of the Amiibo stacked up against Disney Infinity figurines. Skylanders figurines as well, also really high quality. But where Nintendo has failed with Amiibo, in my opinion, is in game functionality. In a lot of the games, the functionality is really, really weak. And they haven't made a game yet where you need to have an Amiibo to play that game the way that Infinity and Skylanders have. I think that's where they've really misstepped. And maybe that's why they kind of held back in production of Amiibo, which makes them hard to get, is because they were kind of tepid about the audience response, knowing full well that you don't need to have Smash Brothers Amiibo to play Smash Brothers, right?
Yeah.
So I would like to see Nintendo actually step up their in-game functionality, and then maybe I'll consider buying them, because I have not bought a single Amiibo yet, and I have a shelf full of Infinity figurines.
Do you really?
I do.
Do you play Infinity?
I do, not all the time. I need to play it more, but it's a hard game. It's most fun when you're playing in Toy Box with friends, and the only friend I have that plays in Toy Box regularly is Brandon Jones. So,
See, that my thing with, I agree completely with what you're saying,
Yeah.
but I don't think that Infinity or Skylanders are the right answer. Like, it's not like if Nintendo made that it'd be like, all right, now it's worth buying these things. Like, I don't know that we need a game based on that, because that might be a problem, because then you have to buy all these things to make this game fun, and like that's an issue. Like, I'm not gonna buy them to get additional costumes and stuff like that, but if they were
no, but imagine if there was like an open world Nintendo game where when you tapped your Amiibo on the gamepad, the character appeared in the game instantly, and you could play with that person, and then you wanted to switch characters to go through a different puzzle or a different part of the game, and then you tapped the other character. I mean, that's the functionality that Skylanders Infinity has, right? And that's what makes it so addictive, is that idea that you just put the character down onto the Infinity base or the Skylanders power portal, and like your character instantly appears in the game. It's like that technology at work in front of your eyes is really magical, when you use it. And Amiibo just doesn't have that.
But see, like, I think the thing there though is like, is that gameplay that's engaging to people over 12?
Have you played it?
Yeah, I remember I did a demo of Infinity, and I was just like, I love these little figures. I love Disney way more than I should, and I want these things. But it's like, I don't want to play this game. I really don't.
Well, I would say Infinity's gameplay strengths are in the toy box, whereas Skylanders' gameplay strengths are in their actual like campaign. I think that they just did a much better job of making that gameplay accessible and exciting to people that are above the age of like 10. And I think we'll see in the Infinity team take it even further with the next Infinity that they're going to announce, which hopefully will be happening sometime soon. They announced
3.0.
They announced it around this time last year. So I just think that they do such a great job with gameplay, and Nintendo has just failed with gameplay with Amiibo.
Yeah, I mean, my problem with problem in quotes because I don't really care about the Amiibos. Right, I'm a Sega kid. I wish I made different choices.
We can only wish there was Comic Zone Amiibos, man.
I wish I made different choices and the characters meant more to me than they do. They don't. I respect everybody, and don't get me wrong, but like, you know, when the Mega Man came out, I made sure I pre-ordered it for Colin for Christmas. Like, that was his Christmas gift. And even that got here in March. You know what I mean? And that was not just because they couldn't fulfill the order or whatever. The problem I have with them is this crazy, like, just make more of them. Well, it's 2015. Why are we acting like they're Beanie Babies? Why are we acting like they are Muppet Baby toys from McDonald's? Like, there are things, it does not need to be like this. It does not, you go to Amazon, you click buy, you get it. Mm-hmm. But Nintendo doesn't get along with Amazon, so everything's all fucked up. I don't like that. Just fix it so everybody can get what they want. I don't understand why this is such a big deal. I don't understand, and clearly, I don't understand why it's such a big deal, because Nintendo does understand why this is a big deal to make it a bigger deal. They have played their fan base like a fiddle. And good on them, that's great, and, you know, if the fans are fine with it, fine, like, to be part of this. But the amount of tweets I've seen, I brought them up on Colin and Greg Live before, from my friends who are adults, who are directors, who are creators. They're like, oh, please, Nintendo, hear you fans and make more. They hear you. They know what they're doing. They're doing this so you tweet about them, so you keep talking. Like, I don't even know how many waves of Disney Infinity figures have come out since the Avengers and, you know, Guardians of the Galaxy and stuff, because those are the guys I would care about. Have there been more? I don't know. Maybe there have, but the people aren't tweeting about them every day. Mm-hmm. You have people tweeting about this every day. You have Jose Otero with a cart full of fucking Yoshis taking photos of them. It's just like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what the fuck is happening right now? You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy.
But I feel like that's the part of the fun of it, though. Like, the fact that it is a big deal and it is making people crazy, it makes them interesting.
Sure. No, I again, if they were just out, nobody would be talking about it.
No one would give a shit. If you could just find Ike in any store you walk into, no one would care. But the fact that you can't get Ike makes you want Ike. Like, the thing is, when they first came out, I was like, I don't need these. I'm not going to use them for the actual game functionality. Yeah. I kind of want them because I like buying things like a lot. Yeah. And I was just like, which characters would I buy? I was like, all right, I'll definitely get the characters I play as. So I'll get Zero Suit. I'll get Charizard. Oh, those aren't out yet. I use Marth. I'll get Marth. And of course, Marth's like one of the rarest ones you can't get. And I'm like, well, this just went from I kind of want it to I really want it.
Just
see, I can't
it's working,
get
man. They're playing you.
Yeah. And so it got to the point where I was like, how much would I pay for that? And that once I started thinking about that number, I'm like, I don't need this. But one day I'll get
It's one of those things where it's Comic-Con every fucking month. Whereas, like, Comic-Con, you don't get in line for the Hasbro, you don't get the crazy He-Man thing, you bitch about it on Twitter for one day, and I never hear about it again. And, like, every fucking 3 weeks I'm hearing about Amiibos. I just don't understand the little faucet they're letting trickle out of characters. But again, it's just because I'm immune. I am deaf to their Pied Piper. And so I just get to watch all these people freaking out about it. You know what I mean? It's just like, whatever.
Yeah. I mean, I respect Nintendo, but they're, you know, it doesn't really resonate with me. But God forbid if they make Pokemon ones.
Oh, I know.
I would go bankrupt.
That's the problem. Like, Nintendo's going to. That's their game. When they make the Pokemon game with the Amiibos, oh God, help us all.
Goodness. If they made a true, like, full RPG Pokemon that had required Pokemon
gotta
Amiibo
catch 'em all
functionality, then that would be really huge. Because look at how much Skylanders has made for Activision. It's an over $2 billion franchise now. Since that franchise launched, you know, Nintendo could make that kind of money if they did it right. But Nintendo just always missteps just a little bit, right?
Just a little bit.
So like they're on the right path, but I don't think that they're making all of the right decisions yet. And I don't know if they're holding their master plan back. Which it always seems like they seem to do with everything.
Yeah.
You know, they misstep out the gate and then like they figure it out a couple years down the line.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to.
I think the smart thing if they were to do a Pokemon game would be just you can play the Pokemon game, right? And you can catch your Pokemons.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And then the ones that you can't find, you can just go buy it in the store and then use that like integration, right? But because then at that point it's like, oh, like I have the blue version, like I can't. You know,
I get what you're saying. The exclusive ones that you can't get.
Like I could buy all the red version ones.
So you're adding in-game transactions that are in stores.
Yeah.
An in-store transaction to a game.
Everybody's always fine with it as long as they get something with it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the real killer when, like, if they want. I guess they don't need to. They're fine. Everything's working, I'm sure, the way they want. They're rolling in money from this. But when they're like, all right, now we're putting out 8-bit Mario amiibo, and when you touch it to your Wii U, you automatically download the original Super Mario Brothers. Something like that.
It's fucking awesome, and they're not really doing that. It's like kind of that. It's like you get to play for 15 seconds. And it's like, well, fuck you. But like that's what I'd want from the Smash Bros. Ones. Like if the new DLC characters, so when Mewtwo comes out and Lucas and whoever the hell else comes out, like if instead of me paying for the DLC to buy it, if I can go to the store and it gives me a code with it, I love that. I want to get something. I hate this digital bullshit.
Well, and they could sell so much more, right? So Mewtwo is what, $3.99 if you buy the digital download, and if you were to buy the Mewtwo amiibo for what is it, $12.99 they are, right? $14.99.
I only see him on eBay for $55. I don't know.
So if you buy the amiibo and then he automatically unlocked when you tapped into the gamepad, that would be genius, right? But they're not doing that.
Yeah,
Missed opportunity.
That'd be so awesome. Another thing that bothers me, and this is just a very me thing, but the Yarn Yoshi.
Yeah.
It's like it doesn't
No
have
base.
there's no base.
What is
and
that
it's
all
like,
about?
where's the consistency, guys?
Yeah, that's
you
not-
can't
that's
do
stupid.
that's like the freaking DVD case next to all my Blu-rays, and it's just like Squaresoft. Why do you keep doing this? Stop.
Yep. No.
Stop.
You think that after there's been enough examples of this. You remember the Simpsons box sets? They got to like season 5 or 6. And they
Kevin knows all about
They
this.
released the Homer head.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, fuck you. You've had this. And they're like, all right. They printed boxes and sent them out to people because everybody's like, we buy this because we're fucking nerds. We want it to look good on our shelf.
Yeah, you better
Homer's
damn well
flathead.
know that if Fast 7 or Furious 7, does not come in the fucking Best Buy exclusive steel case.
Yeah, steel case.
I don't even know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. Well, you'll buy
you
them
have to
all
throw
again.
everything off.
Well, no, because my steel cases are beautiful right
Yeah,
now.
the number of times he's bragged about that.
It's just
my
art.
Fast Series steel case so hot.
So good.
This is how he's getting all his girlfriends.
Yeah. So many girlfriends. But yeah, this is a big deal. So this Yarn Yoshi, it's like, guys, come on. Why?
Yeah,
why
I do-
But
I-
it's so cute.
It is.
That's
It looks fucking
But put it
awesome.
on a fucking base. That's all I
No,
want.
but it's
needs a
supposed to be
base.
plushy.
all about
You
that
can't
base.
have a base.
There's computer chips in his ass.
Yeah.
His ass definitely is going to have a cylinder
There's something
feel
in
to
there.
it.
Yeah. Man. Alfredo, what would make you... Would you buy, like, Master Chief amiibos?
I mean, I would.
This is coming from somebody that bought the Halo books and read them all.
I mean, I would, but then again, at the same time, it's like, what else is Microsoft gonna do after Halo? What, like Blinks the cat?
What do you
Yeah.
mean after Halo?
I mean, like, how many like figures are they gonna be able
You're
to
talking
really
about
make?
if they made their own amiibo.
Yeah, they made their
competitor.
own amiibo. Yeah, competitors. Like, how
What would
much?
be like
how
the
many,
Forza car?
Yeah, Marcus Phoenix. I'm like, okay, I guess.
Well, I mean,
The paperclip from
that's
Word.
why Sony and Microsoft aren't talking about it, right? Because they
Yeah.
don't have that really iconic
Yeah,
cast of
yeah.
characters the way that Nintendo does. They actually just have, tentpole AAA games that sell millions of units.
That's it.
Man,
That's all they
how's
got.
that working for them?
That vast
Get some
library.
toys and a tablet.
Yeah.
With multi-touch? No, just one touch.
No, one touch.
Please.
Why?
Should we be able to play for 4 hours? No, 2. Thank you.
Could you play with 2 of these revolutionary
No.
gamepads?
No, you can't.
Oh, man, that would make too much sense. Mario Party, let's make the game
Sure.
for the fucking Wii U and make it so that you need to use Wiimotes. You can't... All right, guys, 4th topic.
They need to make a Wiimote amiibo. Or Wii tablet amiibo.
That's just like flicking you off.
It's on the screen as somebody's
Yeah.
looking instead of Reggie looking off. Well, I'll tell you real quick. Amiibo I would buy, and I'm sure they're going to do, when they do Super Mario World and it's Mario in a cape. I'm in. I'll buy that
awesome.
one. I'll buy that one.
I want to like the Amiibos so much more than I do. And it's like I am just a second away from slipping into this and just getting so dirty and nasty with these things and getting so far into it. Because once I buy this, you better damn well know I'm buying Disney Infinity shit. You think that I'm going to have my Zero Suit and not have her chilling next to Elsa? You're kidding me. You are kidding me. So it's like I look at them, but it's the build quality, like you were saying. It's just like, oh, look, like the Zero Suit one they showed has this freaking like weird ass yellow stick behind her, holding her up.
Well,
Figure out gravity and stuff, guys.
I heard
Come
she's
on.
peeing.
Oh, out of her butt.
I think a lot of people underestimate the amount of research and development that goes into creating an actual physical toy, and that's why only a few companies worldwide do it really well and manufacture on a broad scale. And Disney clearly has the resources to do that, and
Yeah.
Disney's done merchandising for decades, which is why we see a really high quality collectible. I just think that Nintendo maybe needs to put a little bit more R&D into Amiibo, and it could be a really, really big thing. It could be even bigger than it is now. That's what I would like to see. I want to like Amiibo, but they just haven't given me a reason to like them yet.
Do you have the Aladdin one?
I have Jasmine. I don't have Aladdin.
Because Aladdin's dope as fuck. He's all like, I'm Aladdin.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I just got Loki though. He was in the last wave. Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Before we go to the next topic, I want to give a shout out to Hot Chocolate Party. It's a YouTube channel.
Ooh.
They made an Amiibo wrap, and it's fucking hilarious. It's really funny. I'm gonna show you later. It's good.
Are we still doing? Are we done with the Peach shoutouts? Did I miss the end of Peach shoutouts?
Yeah, I feel like those.
Kevin's giving me the yes.
Everybody still go to bit.ly.com or bit.ly/PeachGoblin.
Bit.ly/Peach Goblin. He has an album.
Yeah.
An EP. Excuse me. You should go check it
really
out.
good.
He's a good dude. All right.